How does that make you feel?
Hey everybody, we're back.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to Freudian Glitch. I am your host, Charlie.
And I am your other host, Kira. And we are two graduate students in two different kinds of psychology, leading you through concepts in psychology as they relate to or are, I guess, demonstrated by video games. Today is no different.
It's never different.
This is what it is, in case you were curious.
It is grad school. We always do the same thing.
Yeah, this is what it's gonna be. So if this is not what you're looking for, thanks for being here anyway.
Thanks for giving it a shot. We appreciate that.
Yeah. We hope you have a good time with us. We're really sorry for not having more videos up in a timely manner, but grad school is hard, yo.
Yeah, no, it's a thing
Yeah.
that we have to do constantly, all the time. It's never ending.
It is an all the time kind of gig. So we will try to get these videos up on a Wednesday. So look out for those. Like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you want to see. I'm obligated to say that literally every time. So
yep, we have been told that's what the overlords like to see. So we are nothing if willing to pander.
Oh yeah, no, I'm accommodating for sure. So today, what do we got today?
Well, today we are playing Viscera Cleanup Detail.
Oh.
It is an oldie but a goodie, and
Classic.
I haven't played this game in years. But it looks like they've added quite a bit since I played last. So there's just all these levels, and they all take a really long time, except for like this one.
Okay.
So I guess I'm gonna do this one.
Well, we plan on having like maybe 2 episodes of this. I don't even know. We'll see. We'll get there when we get there.
We'll feel it out.
Yeah. So today, we are going to be talking about the emotion of disgust.
Woo!
Which is one of my favorite topics about why we have specific emotions and what kind of fun we can get into with each of these things.
Yeah, emotion is super cool because it's one of those things that everybody experiences.
Yep. Yeah, and disgust is no different. It is one of the 7 universal human emotions.
Whoa.
Yeah. It is even prominently featured in the Pixar film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we?
Inside. I think we can. I think we can say Inside Out, right? Like
like we're not showing clips of it.
Yeah.
So.
No, like Disney, if you're watching, it's an excellent film, and I love you so much.
Yeah. Hire us.
Yeah. so yeah, no, it's an excellent film. It's a good depiction. We are not going to be talking about the Pixar embodiment of disgust. We are going to be talking about the real deal, human emotions. It's all being played out today.
Like it always is.
In the context of cleaning up gross areas, right?
Yeah, speaking of, here we go. Yeah, no, I love this game because it's just, like, you're the janitor that's sent in after, like, somebody plays Doom. So, just going through, like, God, these guys. Aw.
Oh, that looked chunky. It is both gross and soothing, and
right?
I love it. I'm a big fan of cleaning up things.
You are.
As you know.
I am less of a fan of cleaning up things. Yeah. But virtually, it seems better somehow.
Yeah.
More cathartic, less actual gross shit to touch.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of cleaning and organization, and so I find this game very soothing. So we will talk about that as we go. But so yeah, disgust. What is it? Other than
what even is disgust?
What even is? It is, like I said, one of the 7 universal emotions, and it is a response to something that is revolting, or offensive, or unpleasant, all of those things. So if it's gross, if it's disgusting, that's the emotion you're probably going to experience.
Yep.
So yeah, it also, interestingly enough, has no opposite. Whereas like joy and sadness can be kind of conceptualized as opposites, disgust doesn't have an opposite. There's no like anti-disgust. Like maybe appeal, but that's not an emotion.
Like,
so like it doesn't really have an opposite.
Aesthetic. That's not it. That's not true at all.
No, and that it's so subjective. So
yeah.
So yeah. How are you getting those chunky bits with the mop? I don't really understand.
I am not. I end up punching them with the mop. I have to go find, I think, one of the like yellow bins to put them in, but it's all gooey and you just tromp through this and it'll track all over the place.
Well, that seems right.
Nobody likes that.
Yeah.
It's all ooky.
It's an even bigger mess than when you started.
Which is really my cleaning styles. I cleaned, did you see it? Damn it.
Praise me. I cleaned.
Treat, please.
Alright. So why, as a species, do we experience disgust?
Well, that is an excellent question. And it all comes down to survival.
Apparently we're doomed. That's
yeah,
cool.
We're doomed, which is also
yes.
disgusting.
Yeah, so the survival impact of feeling disgusted,
Yep.
right? It evolved as a way to avoid disease transmission, illness, and infection for the species.
Oh, it ain't working anymore.
Oh,
All right.
New water.
I need new, better water.
So things that would provide a disease threat. So things that you could be infected or contaminated by, like some of the major things that are used in horror movies. So the horror movies generally, in addition to eliciting fear and autonomic arousal, will generate disgust, especially like slasher films and things like that.
Yeah, body horror is a good one.
Body horror is its own genre. Not my favorite of the horror genres.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about. We'll get to my favorite horror movies on a different playthrough. But things you can think of that would be disgusting. So concepts around food, hygiene, blood and gore, sex, sick people, and animals. So there are a lot of things that have like kind of strong like infection potential or disease threat that we feel uncomfortable with, so that we don't get infected or get diseases or eat food that's rotten, poison ourselves, things of that nature.
Yeah, like food was like the number one, like the first one that they studied, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like the most universal.
Yep. And there is a part of your brain that deals with disgust heuristics. So like rules that you have about the way that things should look and should go, that help you make decisions in a hurry. So a lot of those are not necessarily accurate, right? Decisions in a hurry are not the greatest kinds of decisions.
I do love heuristics, though.
Heuristics are interesting.
That should be its own episode.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk. I don't know what that is.
Gerwad Dreyfus.
That is his
somebody's
flash drive.
Yep, it's probably got porn on it. Let's be honest.
I hope it's not his dissertation.
Oh my god. Yeah, no.
Heart attack.
Well, he's a fool for letting it out of his sight, even in situations as dire as these.
You gotta really keep a hold of that. That would be something I would be microchipped with. Like if I would want that on my personal microchip.
Just put a thumb drive in me.
Yeah. I need to keep this with me.
Maybe in my thumb. Then it would be an actual thumb drive.
Fancy.
I just pop the tip of my thumb off and shove it in the computer, and now I can't type anything.
Well,
but it could be disgusting to some people
to
see me rip my thumb open and produce a USB drive.
Yeah, and that is specifically because they would not want to be infected with your blood and gore.
Yeah.
From your thumb.
My thumb gore.
Your thumb gore.
The worst kind of gore. Objectively.
So the way that people interpret all of these things through heuristic is through heuristic indicators. So things that we
Chinese food.
We're gross assholes in here, like trying to just eat and blow stuff up and lose limbs, obviously.
Yep, that's nasty. Anyway, my egg foo young just got here, so I'm gonna tap out for a second. Dang it. Okay.
So anyway, heuristic indicators, my god, man, are mostly sensory. So things like colors and textures and smells. So the colors red, green, and yellow tend to be heuristic indicators of either infection threat or putrefaction, rot, things of that nature. So pretty much if it's yellow, green, or red, you don't really want to touch it, as evidenced by all of these things in this environment, including the egg foo young thing. Like, that's gross now.
Although, like, there are certain colors of red that, like, elicit hunger instead of disgust, so I think that's interesting that it has to be, like, a certain shade.
Yeah, like, specifically blood red is not the one that you want. But
yeah,
they're...
Whoa.
Shake a leg.
That was bad.
It was terrible.
Alright.
I'm so sorry. I apologize to the internet at large for that joke.
Joke was bad and you should feel bad.
I do. Anyway, so in addition to colors, you have textures like sliminess or bumpiness. This is specifically responsible for this whole movement right now about ugly fruit and vegetables, where they sell them individually, like at discount prices because nobody wants those. Yeah, because we have an idea of what that fruit or vegetable should look like, and any deviation from that is considered a potential threat.
Yep. So stop body shaming your fruit.
Don't body shame your fruit. They are just as delicious
as
any other fruits, even if they're mildly the wrong shape or color, right? So bumpy and textured things, ugly fruit. If something is smelly, if it's odorous, generally that is considered to be, if it is a bad smell, which tends to be kind of my trigger. I feel like I have a very high threshold for disgust. Like, I don't get disgusted by things easily. But yeah, strong smells.
Strong. Yeah.
That's
no,
my deal.
That is in fact your deal.
It it is. So, like, I have a fairly poor sense of smell, which allows me to do, a lot of things contextually that would be more disgusting. Like, for example, when I worked in prison, prison doesn't smell good. And so, like, pro tip, if you are averse to strong smells, and especially bad smells, don't commit crimes, because it is not a good smell in there.
Yeah.
So that is a fun fact.
Yeah.
But I can do that because I don't, like, that is not a threshold thing for me. But if it's a really strong, unpleasant smell, that tends to be more of a trigger for me.
That's fair. It depends on the smell for me, because I've done a lot of work with animals. I was a horseshoer for about 10 years. And animals make nasty smells, especially if you're treating, like, infections or things like that. Thrush was one of the big ones with the horses. And
thrush is a bacterial infection, anaerobic bacteria in the foot.
Yeah, and it's pretty much present all the time. But if it gets into a little pocket where it's protected from air, it just goes nuts. And it has a very unique smell. Once you've smelled it, you know that you've smelled it, and you will never not know that smell again.
And it will hang on.
Oh, it is tenacious, to say the least.
It will be around on your hands and clothes for a long time.
Forever.
Yep.
But that smell didn't really bother me as far as disgust went. And everyone tells you, like, oh, you'll get used to it. And habituation is a big part of disgust. But yeah, once you get used to it, like, I might forget to wash my hands before I eat a sandwich, and it's like, oh, the sandwich is a little thrushy today. I probably should have washed my hands.
So that is that's a big part of what we're going to be talking about with disgust, is kind of what it does for you, keeps you from getting diseases, but also how people manage when they have to do dirty work like this. So, like, obviously there are whole shows dedicated to just professions in which people encounter more things that are objectively disgusting, and how that works. Also, kind of want to talk about how the emotion of disgust plays into some cultural things, some perpetuation of stigma and prejudice. But I think that we are probably out of time for this episode.
I I have to be honest with you. I forgot to set the timer.
That's okay.
So-
I've been watching on my watch.
Oh, look at you, being all prepped and ready.
Yep. So join us again for the second half of what I can assume is going to be 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's a fair shake.
Yeah. To discuss all of the kind of cultural significance and ways that we use Disgust out in the world.
Yeah. And, yeah, if you guys want, comment down below on how high you think your disgust threshold is.
Yeah, let us know what disgusts you. A lot of people have a lot of different things they're disgusted by, or really specific weird stuff. Let us know about that. I mean, you're the internet. Just let us know. Let us know what you think. We know you will. It's totally fine. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe on the channel. We want to bring you content that you think is interesting or fun or funny. So let us know how we're doing, and thank you for watching this far, and we will see you on the next episode of
Yay.
Freudian Glitch.
Freudian Glitch. See you guys.
That's all we have today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.